we're in grace period, and even if we are in the grace period, then war is still looking on the horizon. Currently, the Hungarians have managed to ransom a minor nation in the Pacific, and they have managed to, and the Pacific people are mad. Here is some news about it. Also, yeah, if you like my nation, if you like my mansion, condemn it and support me on it. It's only got one pool full now, instead of two, but you know, so yeah, just do some of those. Oh, give me a second. Alright, good morning. How are you? No, wait, /R. Good morning. How are you? Yeah, no, he's already said good. Let's start. And we'll start with, so when was your nation created? So when was your nation created? This is a nice port. I like the stone and the sort of wool. The first day of the server opening. So what happened to allow Hungary to invade, to claim? So what happened that allowed, because Hungary, like, if he started on the first day, then he couldn't have really walked through the spot. Do you mean? How did Hungary get colonize? Yeah. How did Hungary colonize you? And then we're going to talk about, and they're going to talk about Hungary's colonization. Yeah. And then they're and then, yeah, I'm gonna go. Oh, so their leader TPA'd to me because he wanted to see my city. Interesting. Then what? Then there's a nice little farm here. There's a nice little cocoa. And there's some nice little. And then at the end of that, there's nothing. Okay. Then he TPA'd his whole faction in here and said, I placed the Hungarian flag down, so now you are a colony of ours. What did you do after that? So me and my member panicked. Panicked. I think it's panicked or paniced. And we ran into here. Where? Oh, and you ran into the spot. Into the government house. Interesting. I haven't started my government house yet. But they're also using the glitch to get through the door. Oh yeah, the Pearl glitch. Pearl glitch. Oh, yeah. Yeah, so what happened with the other thing? What is, how did you get your country back? How did you get your country back after that? I wish I bring food. Because now I have to go and cheap apples and shit. I talked to my members and they agreed to declare independence and stay on Fiji until they get bored and leave. And they just... But they basically did a naval invasion and used boats. Testing. So what happened next? Oh, he said, I talked to my members and they agreed to just declare independence and stay on Fiji until they get bored and leave. And then they said, but they basically did a naval invasion there and used boats. So what happened next? So what happened next? Silly me. No. Yeah, I should have said that a whole lot earlier and then just read the things back. Well, it's nearly 1 in the morning. I'm just up because... So then I found out about F-deport, and then you could deport others to... Yeah, now you can deport others from your nation. You can just kick them out. Everyone was smart and set home outside of my nation. Interesting. How did they stop? How did they stop stopping and stop starting? Oh, yeah, the guy who set home. Yeah, and then, yeah, he deported loads of people, and then they ended up coming back. And they basically said, and we will leave. And then he paid money, and then they left. But this made but they basically said, pay me 20k and we will leave. But this made a lot of people mad. I have 20k. I would want to lose it to Austria. To Hungary. Silly me. And we were saying free Tropico and stuff like that. Interesting. And then what did they do next? Yeah. I had no other choice but to pay them as they kept coming. Interesting. Well, yeah, lost a minute. How do you feel about the Hungarians now? Mad. Yeah, they... Would you Would you participate in a war against Hungary if there was one? I don't know, he says. Is there a Do you support opposition to you oppose nations that are growing for the sake of imperialism? Yes. So that means that when he grows if he grows powerful and doesn't end up losing like first shot, then he's pretty likely to, you know, join up in a war or something. I also don't like the fact that Indonesia is being claimed by Britain. So south of us. Oh no, not like completely, like you know, yeah. As they might focus more towards my direction. Interesting. Do you think... No. Yeah. Of... No. Do you think... United... yeah. Republic would help in that case? Yeah. Yes, as they were the ones who were yelling free Tropico and stuff like that. Interesting. Thank you for your time. But I don't know. Interesting. Thank you for your time. Slash home. Ah! Owls. Yeah, yeah,